Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Edus' departure from Arsenal. The news broke this morning and I'm sure it will disappoint a lot of you Arsenal fans. It certainly disappointed myself. The news broke after Edu had gone on a personal trip to Brazil last week and now he has announced he will be leaving Arsenal. It looks like he's going to join the Nottingham Forest's owners array of clubs, being their sporting sort of side of development, very similar to how Jurgen Klopp is at RB Leipzig. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be at the end of the season or if it's going to be immediate. The sources seem to state that it's going to be immediate, which is a shame. And obviously, Edu is a great servant of the club in a playing sense. Probably a legend of the club, part of the Invincibles team, and I hope that everything's okay with him because obviously the reason for his departure seems to be personal. This is a shame, but then again, the sporting director role is a high turnover position within football, so it's not a disaster. But are you worried? I'm worried. I will just admit that right now. I am worried about what it means for Arsenal going forwards. I just want to stop and say, if my voice sounds a bit coarse, it's because I've been ill. That's why there's been a lack of consistent uploads recently. But what does it mean for Arsenal? Obviously, Edu is Mikel Arteta's right-hand man. They seem to get on seamlessly. Whether there's been a fallout between Arteta and Edu remains to be seen. It doesn't look like it at this time, but that doesn't mean there hasn't been one. There's been a positive uprising performance since Edu joined the club in 2019. Obviously, he got promoted to his current role as sporting director in 2022. So he is a big part of the football club. What the sporting director states is like the style of play. They get unity in transfers, unity across the club as a whole. So he will be a big loss, as he is a big figure at Arsenal. Apparently, he wanted to become CEO of the football club, something that doesn't align with the board's vision for the future in terms of the directors. So that is why he seemingly has left. He's moving to a role that is very much like Klopp, obviously, at RB Leipzig. But it is just a shame. Obviously, Arsenal's upturn in form coincided with Edu joining the club shortly before Mikel came in. And they seemingly work in transition very well. They also share a good relationship. We need to assure that the right person comes in at Arsenal next. I think that's the main thing. Getting the right person to fill the void that's going to be left by Edu. Or whether we sort of promote from within, that remains to be seen. But it is a worry going forward. Certainly is a worry. The immediate worry for me is this season, more so the January transfer window. Obviously, you'd imagine at this point, Edu will have been sounding out potential dealings for the January transfer window. Obviously Arsenal can carry it on, but that insider knowledge of potential signings, potential players could really come to haunt Arsenal, especially if he's midway through negotiations. The club also has had a lot of turnover in recent months. We know that Vinay has obviously left recently, so there's a lack of stability in the sort of director level at the club, which is a shame. Hopefully that won't come to negatively look at the outlook of the club in terms of playing staff and performance, but it could be a worry. I do believe that this has come at a really bad time. Obviously, we just lost to Newcastle. The club is in a perilous position as it is at the moment in terms of the title charge. I don't think that Edu leaving is going to be a positive for the club at this current moment in time, but it'll be remains to be seen tomorrow in Arteta's press conference how Arteta reacts to obviously Edu's departure. We obviously have to thank Edu for his service at Arsenal, but I think it is important to get the correct man to take over the helm from Edu going forwards. I know that obviously the sporting director doesn't have as much impact on the playing tactics like Arteta does, but they do have an impact on the overseeing vision of the club, how they look to develop, how they look to bring in players, how they look to transition into the future. So it is a worry, it is a shame, but it'll be important to replace him adequately, and hopefully Arsenal can continue growing in stature on and off the pitch going forwards. I hope you're doing well. If you have enjoyed this video, this little bit of discussion, good. Put your comments in the thoughts in below, because I know there's been quite a lot of people online wanting Edu gone for a while, which is a bit weird. For me, he's coincided with Arsenal's title challenges the last few years, so I don't want to disrupt that. But if it means that we can then progress, maybe it's a good thing. We'll wait and see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.